literally getting hit in the head by this thing constantly.
So sorry.
I'm very excited. Shambong, that's what it's called.
So let's rewind for a sec and talk about how we got here in the first place. We flew into Denver, where we were greeted by some friends, both old and new. We got some ice cream, we enjoyed the local farmers market, and then it was off to Red Rocks.
We're like basically doing sound check. I am very excited, needless to say. It's like 12:30 or 1 o'clock. We got here super early and we're like in the venue watching them set up. I think they're gonna kick us out momentarily because they have to shut down the place. Like, there's random people here. They're gonna have to shut it down for the actual venue or the event to start. But this is so cool. I'm like literally shaking. Okay, it's cool to kind of be getting like the sneak peek, even though I usually would be like, no, I don't want it. But this is so awesome. 2:30, they're gonna close it down. Okay.
2 hours later.
So it was hot and now it's cold-ish. And we also made some friends in line. We're also very close to like the front of the line and the entrance, which is interesting because there's also other entrances. But I think we're in good shape to get the spots that we want. How do you feel?
I feel satiated. We packed good food, packed healthy food,
Packed my leftovers.
packed leftovers. I feel very excited. We're hearing all this sound check stuff and it's just making me want to get in there.
It's like 4:15 and doors are at 6. So we have a little bit more time, but it's great so far. So anyone want to say hey to the vlog?
What up, YouTube?
Woo! Okay, so in complete honesty, I'm a little thrown off because they said this was going to be open. So we're off to definitely more off to the left. But it's open on the other side, so I'm like, oh, I would have.
Hello, my friends. Let's go.
Hey, oh my God. I definitely would have shifted. Oh my gosh, there's a lot happening. I definitely would have shifted where we ran into if I knew that this wasn't gonna open like they told me earlier. So there's my honest truth. It was very chaotic getting in. Like people were legit like running in. I haven't experienced anything like that, I don't think ever, so that was very interesting. But it was cool, we made it in, it's awesome, we're here. I feel like the weather got a lot warmer being into the venue, so that's also awesome. We were kind of freezing out there. We have 3 openers tonight. The Cab is playing, The Paradox, and Mayday Parade, and then Autumn Welcome's on. So we did it, we got the merch.
She was on seat duty, I was
on team seats. And here we are, so let's get it. But the Cab is playing, all right? this is the moment. All Time Low is gonna play any moment. I'm literally getting hit in the head by this thing constantly, but it's okay. We do it. We do everything. We do anything for All Time Low. Anyway, we're gonna put our guesses of the set list right here. What we think they'll play.
Mine will be here. Rent is here.
And then what else? Yeah, we're just about to have a great ass time. Anything to add? How was your first Red Rock show so far?
It's beautiful. I understand. I understand. If you don't understand, go if you can, and then you'll understand.
Definitely.
Or just watch the rest of this vlog and you'll understand.
That is true too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Everyone's Talking! Ryan Dawson! Zach Merrick!
This is so cute!
Jack Barracat! And Dan Sweat! With musical guests, The Paradox! The Cab! Big Ray! And All Time Low! And now, your host, Alex Gascar!
Here's the cold open, the record intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, anyone who needs to hear this, let me say this simply. You are allowed to feel sad, but you are not meant to stay there. Sadness is not weakness, it is not failure, it is not a sign that you've lost your way. It is proof that you have felt deeply, that you have lived bravely, and that your heart still cares. But it doesn't get to define you, not forever.
Back on my feet, dancing through the weeks.
Oh my god.
Over the rain. I'm stuck in this fucking rut, waiting on a second and pick me up, and I'm over singing. Get over. If I could just find the time, I would never let another day go by. I'm over. Getting old. Maybe it's not my weekend. It's gonna be my year. Woo! So, I think I woke up with a cold this morning or something, and
Same, dude.
I genuinely have been kind of nursing my voice all day today to try and prepare for this show.
So just a little update. Alex's voice is pretty shot. They're taking a 5-minute break to see what their options are for the show. If anything, we got a solid 3 songs, and I cried. So, yes. So that's the update where we're at right now. Would love for them to keep going, but I don't want him to hurt himself. I hope you can hear me. I'm not using my mic. So that's where it's at right now. Maybe this will turn into a Denver vlog.
Like they're gonna like guest singing.
I know. Well, I was thinking too. I mean, Dan Swank is there. I mean, I know he does like backup vocals, but like, I don't know. Either way, we love you.
In the 20 years plus that we've been a band, like I've never felt anything quite like this before. I want to play one more song if that's cool. I don't have much of a voice left, but it would mean a lot if you guys would just sing it as I was. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for being so cool about it. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate you.
We love you.
You guys mean the fucking world to us, okay? I got your picture, I'm coming with you. Tia Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle and I'm afraid. Watch the way you take the day by storm. The way you wrap those boys around your finger. You wanna take me, going through selling you out.
So, sorry, Alex, that your voice is fucked, but we're gonna do this champagne, what is it called? The champagne bong?
I don't know what it is.
In celebration because it's all gonna work out.
Do we think this is alcohol
We'll see you
free?
soon. Definitely not.
Cheers.
Shambong, that's what it's called, a shambong. Okay, cheers. Thanks for, we're gonna rectify the night. Alex is gonna be okay. We're gonna do a re.
How do you do this?
Okay, so let's talk about the show. To discuss the elephant in the room, All Time Low cut the show after just 5 songs. If any of you know All Time Low, you know that typically they play like 15 to 20, sometimes even like 25 songs on a given set list. I don't really know what it's like for this tour. I'm trying to be surprised, so please no spoilers in the comments, but I do know that their set list was going to be long. This was the message from Alex the night of the show. I do have like a more full version of it on video, but in order to be respectful and not be so intrusive and also not like put him on blast, I don't want to include that whole clip in this video because it was very evidently a hard decision, a hard time, a hard moment for not only Alex, but the band as a whole. Long story short, basically something was going on with Alex's voice, and instead of risking it and risking further damage, they decided to cut the show short. They did say on stage that they would offer some sort of refund or rescheduling. I just don't know the logistics of how that would work.
Hey, it's Ren popping in from the editing dungeon over here. This is the update that All Time Low just posted as I'm editing this. They are offering refunds from Red Rocks and from the Seattle show that had to be canceled, but Alex has been cleared for the rest of tour. With that being said, make sure you subscribe and keep your eyes on my channel for the rest of the videos.
They did also end up canceling the show that the day I'm filming this today's show, which was a couple days after our show in Seattle, supposed to be in Seattle, for Alex's recovery. They're scheduled for a world tour that they've just started like a week ago, and so it would suck for obviously all of the fans, but the band as well if they're not able to go on that. And obviously we're wishing the best for Alex's health. Of course, as a fan, as a huge fan, as someone who traveled across the country for the show, obviously I'm a little disappointed, but it's not in the sense of like I'm upset with the band. It's literally just like, damn, it was going to be a great show. But like I said, obviously the main thing here is just that Alex heals and that we're able to move on. But for what we did see, it was amazing. Okay, spoiler alert for the next 10 seconds if you don't want to know what's on the set list. We got new tracks. I got to see Cold Open, how they opened the show. We saw Oh No, which, oh my gosh, I literally could come in tears right now just thinking about them playing it. Sucker Punch, PMA, and Weightless. And then ended the show in the classic All Time Low way with Dear Maria Count Me In. It looked like it was going to be phenomenal with the stage setup, their use of the colorways, all the graphics we got a sneak peek of because we were there so early before the venue opened for the show. We also got a sneak peek of all the dancing floaty guys during Dear Maria. So they definitely did the best they could to make it like a full show for us. I am really excited to see them later on this tour, so definitely if you are into them and want to see more of this tour, subscribe. All of the openers were incredible. The Paradox are a new band that's on the scene, and I think they did really good. They're very talented. They definitely play off that kind of like early All Time Low stage banter of like partying and stupid jokes and that kind of thing. But they're in the early stages of a band. They were really good live. They have some really awesome tracks. I highly recommend listening to The Paradox if you have not yet. And then of course The Cab, which was so cool because I've listened to The Cab for a long time, but I've never like had the push to see them. Plus they hadn't been touring for like 15 years or something like that. But they did just release a new EP. They played some songs off of that. And that was a really cool performance. And also Mayday Parade, a classic. The first time I saw Mayday Parade was also the first time I saw All Time Low, and I've seen them many times since at different festivals and opening and blah, blah, blah. We all kind of thought, the people that we were hanging out with, that maybe they would have the opening bands come back and do like shorter sets or like play another song just to kind of fill in that space of, you know, the rest of the show. I don't know why they didn't, maybe because they weren't paid to do that, or maybe because they would have to reset up the stage, but I think it would have been cool to kind of fill in that space with more since we were already there. But all in all, I have nothing but love for the band. Sometimes I call myself like an All Time Low excuses because I feel like no matter what they do, I'll love it and I'll love them for like what they give to us. But when it's something like sickness, like that's very unpredictable. Like they literally are humans. And so we just have to give them grace. Obviously going to see them again a couple more times on this tour, and I will continue to see them in the future. And I'm really excited for this album. It literally drops tomorrow by the time you're seeing this. So definitely stay tuned. Oh my gosh, wait, do I have time to edit this video? The album drops October 17th. Everyone's talking. And you know what? Now, especially after this, everyone really is talking. Stay tuned for more all-time low content, more Halloween content, more other fun stuff happening along the channel. We're gonna finish the year strong. I'm gonna try and make it to 3,000 subscribers, but I can't do that without you, so make sure you subscribe. I also have channel memberships available, which are never expected, but always appreciated. So thank you so much for being a part of this little community. Today, I encourage you to give grace and unconditional love to the people around you, and keep living large, and I'll catch you on the flip.